Welcome to Lake Vida! This is our Met station at Lake Vida. It's one of the 14 Met stations, as we call them, which are meteorological monitoring stations that we have within the McMurdo Dry Valleys.
Yeah, and our Met stations collect a variety of different types of data. Basically, we have them out here, and if people want to put sensors on them, they can do so. So we have temperature sensors measuring the temperature of the ground and the amount of water in the soil. And then we also have radiation sensors up on the top that measure things like sunlight and photosynthetically active radiation. And we also have a wind monitor that tells us how windy it is here, and an air temperature sensor. And Lake Vida is interesting because it is the coldest place in the Dry Valleys. In the past couple of years, there was a record cold event here that was negative 69 degrees Celsius. So it gets very cold here. Another facet of our Met stations is that they all have radios on them, which you can't really see from that angle, but it's just like this big antenna. And what those radios allow us to do is to telemeter the data out, or send the data out to McMurdo, where it is then uploaded to the internet. And it means we can talk with these Met stations year-round. So throughout the austral winter, which down here it's dark, there's no sunlight, we're still able to figure out what's going on with the Met stations, getting data uploads like once daily. That's about it.
Welcome to the Lake Horror Met Station. This is the oldest Met station in our group of Met stations that we manage, and it has a data record that dates all the way back to the 80s. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, so Lake Horror Met is, like Kayla said, our oldest Met station. Actually predates the McMurdo LTER altogether. Yeah, and subsequently it has the most sensors out of all of our stations, which makes wiring sort of interesting. But it's really important for preserving the long-term record in the Dry Valleys, because if ever we want to compare something to the early 90s or the late 80s to now, we'd have to look at this data. So we visit this every year just to make sure everything's working. We just replaced the batteries, so
Thanks for listening. Bye.